What if some of the world's most dangerous volcanoes were quietly preparing to erupt right now? From Italy's restless Campi Flegrei to the ever-fiery Popocatépetl in Mexico, these ticking geological time bombs are under constant watch. If you want to know which volcanoes could blow without much warning, just keep watching. Number 10. It may look like a peaceful lake, but Tal Volcano in the Philippines is a powder keg with a history of sudden, violent eruptions. Nestled on an island within a lake, which itself sits in a caldera, Tal is currently under Alert Level 1, signifying low-level unrest. Despite this seemingly calm status, the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology continues to observe volcanic earthquakes and gas emissions, suggesting magma movement at shallow depths. The entire volcano island remains off-limits, classified as a permanent danger zone due to its potential for phreatomagmatic explosions. Its last significant eruption in January 2020 blanketed Manila and ash and displaced thousands. Now, steaming vents and lake upwelling keep scientists on edge. What appears tranquil from a distance can quickly shift to chaos in the heart of Luzon. Number 9. Mount Etna doesn't wait for permission to erupt, it simply does. Located on the east coast of Sicily, Italy, this restless giant is currently at green alert level, which means no immediate threat is expected. But don't be fooled. Just days ago, Etna sent lava fountaining over 2,625 feet high during a brief but intense paroxysm. The Italian Civil Protection Agency monitors the volcano continuously, knowing how quickly it can go from slumber to spectacular violence. With one of the world's most active open conduits, Etna has been erupting in various styles for millennia. While it poses limited danger to the heavily populated Catania region under normal conditions, a major flank eruption could change that. The volcano may be calm for now, but calm is never permanent on Mount Etna. Number 8. Deep in the South Pacific, Ambrym in Vanuatu simmers with hidden energy beneath its rugged surface. Known for its twin craters, Benbow and Marum, this volcanic island is under Alert Level 2, indicating signs of unrest above normal background levels. The Vanuatu Meteorology and Geohazards Department warns of ongoing degassing and minor activity at Benbow Crater. Visitors are advised to stay outside the permanent 1-kilometer danger zone, though local villagers remain accustomed to its occasional rumbles. In the past, Ambrym has produced dramatic lava lake collapses and fissure eruptions that tore through the jungle without much warning. It's one of the archipelago's most unpredictable volcanoes, switching from quiet to crisis with only subtle signs. Life on Ambrym is shaped by this duality, serene landscapes masking deep, volatile forces. Number 7. Beneath the bustling streets of Naples lies one of the world's most dangerous and underestimated volcanoes, Campi Flegrei. This massive caldera in southern Italy is under yellow alert level, which denotes elevated unrest and increased monitoring by Italy's Civil Protection Department. Recent months have brought swarms of shallow earthquakes and measurable ground uplift, suggesting that pressure is building in the fractured crust. Scientists are particularly concerned about the accumulated stress from decades of inflation, which could one day give way to a sudden release. Unlike cone-shaped volcanoes, Campi Flegrei hides its true scale beneath urban sprawl, making evacuation a logistical nightmare. Even a small eruption could impact hundreds of thousands of residents within hours. It's not the shape of the volcano that defines the threat here. It's the silence before it speaks. Number 6. There's no mistaking the mood of Popocatépetl. It breathes, shakes, and roars with fiery intent. Situated just 70 kilometers southeast of Mexico City, this iconic stratovolcano is currently at yellow phase 2, indicating ongoing activity and the potential for stronger eruptions. The Mexican government monitors it constantly through the National Center for Prevention of Disasters, as the volcano emits gas, ash, and occasional lava fragments nearly every day. Tremors and minor explosions have become routine, yet each one carries the possibility of escalation. The surrounding population lives in a constant state of preparedness, with emergency plans ready to activate at the first sign of worsening conditions. Popocatépetl, whose name means smoking mountain, lives up to its ancient reputation. In this game of smoke and ash, everyone's watching to see if it makes its next move. Number 5. Few volcanoes wear their volatility so openly as Sakurajima in southern Japan. Rising out of Kagoshima Bay, this active volcano is currently designated Alert Level 3, which means people should not approach the crater due to frequent explosions. The Japan Meteorological Agency keeps an especially close eye on Sakurajima, which has erupted thousands of times in the last century and continues to launch volcanic bombs hundreds of meters into the air. It once was an island, but lava flows in 1914 connected it permanently to the mainland, a stark reminder of its power. Ash plumes are a near-daily event, and locals live with air filters and ash-proof gear as part of everyday life. Though many residents are used to its fiery outbursts, complacency is not an option. With each tremor, Sakurajima reminds Japan that some volcanoes never really sleep. Number 4. What looks like a cracked stretch of barren lava fields on Iceland's Reykjanes Peninsula is actually the front line of a reawakening volcanic system. The Svartsengi Sunnunukur crater row is currently under uncertainty phase, the lowest level of Iceland's civil protection system, due to persistent ground uplift and swarms of earthquakes. Scientists believe a magma body beneath the region is pressurizing again, raising the likelihood of another fissure eruption like those seen since 2021. These eruptions can open with only a few hours' warning, tearing through the ground with lava fountains and gas emissions that threaten infrastructure in towns like Grindavik. Despite its remote, lunar-like landscape, this is one of the most closely watched volcanic zones in Europe. Iceland's emergency services remain on high alert, and public safety measures are frequently updated. In this corner of the North Atlantic, it's not a matter of if the ground will open, only when. Number 3. In the far-flung Aleutian Islands of Alaska, Great Sitkin has quietly entered a dangerous phase beneath its icy dome. Currently at orange alert level, the volcano is slowly extruding lava within its summit crater, signaling the presence of active magma just beneath the surface. The Alaska Volcano Observatory monitors satellite imagery and seismic data constantly, as past behavior suggests a transition to explosive activity is possible. Ash emissions could disrupt air traffic in the region, and sudden shifts in activity might pose serious hazards to nearby islands. Despite its isolation, Great Sitkin's eruptions have far-reaching implications for aviation and weather monitoring. So far, the lava is spreading steadily, but any interruption in that pattern could spell trouble. Even in the wilderness, this volcano commands full scientific attention. Number 2. The name Fuego means fire, and few volcanoes live up to that title more dramatically than Volcán de Fuego in Guatemala. Rising above coffee plantations and colonial towns, Fuego is currently at orange alert level, the second highest tier in the National Coordination for Disaster Reduction's warning system. It erupts frequently with ash plumes, pyroclastic flows, and incandescent avalanches that rush down its steep flanks without much warning. After deadly eruptions in 2018, local communities remain deeply aware of the volcano's deadly potential. The latest activity forced evacuations and road closures, underscoring how quickly conditions can turn life-threatening. With repose periods often measured in days, Fuego is one of the most relentlessly active volcanoes in the world. Its beauty is undeniable, but its fury never stays buried for long. If you enjoy our content, please like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. And with that out the way, number 1. When Lewotowdy Laki-Laki erupts, it rarely whispers, it shouts. Located on the Indonesian island of Flores, this volatile stratovolcano is currently at alert level 3, one step below the country's highest status. After a burst of intense eruptions in May 2025, the alert was downgraded slightly, but the threat of renewed activity remains. Indonesia's Volcanology and Geological Hazard Mitigation Center continues to detect gas emissions, crater glow, and seismic tremor beneath the mountain. Authorities have enforced a 4-kilometer exclusion zone, warning residents to stay clear of potential pyroclastic surges or lava flows. The volcano's last major episode displaced thousands and blanketed nearby villages in ash. For now, the skies above Lewotowdy have calmed, but the mountain has a habit of roaring back without much notice. If you'd like to keep watching, try clicking on one of these videos.